So will this be the finale with this team before I'm able to do anything? Again, for those who have somehow missed it, the roster is glitched. Remember, it keeps cutting my kicker. It keeps cutting my punter as well for the most part. I've had to put people on the practice squad. It keeps registering my team as having fewer players than it actually does. It's just a gigantic mess. If this does not sort itself out heading into the next season, even if we make the playoffs this year, I'm probably just going to sim. If it doesn't sort itself out, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call an end to this most likely. Just because I can handle it being like, hey, you actually only have room for 44 players instead of 53, whatever. But the fact that it just randomly cuts players off of my team, that's too much. So we are going to go through this offseason. We are going to go through the draft and see who the AI gets for us. But if this glitch is still a thing, then we're done. As we beat Cleveland 41-19, so we're actually going to make the playoffs. God damn it! And of course, all of these issues are going to happen right as this team turns the page and becomes playoff caliber. That's my luck. That's my luck. Rumble and X Factor in NHL 22. Yes. All of the X Factors. You're only allowed to give players one zone ability. I'm going to give them 6. Right as this team turns the corner. 83 rated. 87 offense. And this crap happens. As we lose to Jacksonville. We're still at 9-6. I would very much imagine we're going to make the playoffs no matter what. Bobby Osborne was the offensive player of the week. Our defense just couldn't stop anything. That's great. Oh, good. 18 players are ready to negotiate. Yeah? 18 players, huh? Jason Diggs, you're not even... Who are you? I didn't draft this guy. No wonder why I'm going to make the playoffs. It keeps putting random people. 4th round pick. He wasn't ours, right? He wasn't ours. There's no way. Yeah, no, we're going to say we're not bringing you back. Jays, I was able to talk about the Kaprizov incident. Wasn't able to talk about the Robert Thomas. Again, I don't think Mike Rowe Dirty Jobs was ours. Long term, he wasn't. Oh, good, we have 2 punters on the team. I'm pretty sure Austin Keenan wasn't mine. Or John Christie. Or how many kickers did it sign? This is so screwed, man. Alright, I'm not signing any of them. Oh my god. It released Fitzsimmons again. I think I knew that, though. And it released Holbert. I had them written down. Okay. Alright. Everything's fine. You know, I didn't think it could get worse than the white screen of death during the draft. I was wrong. I've been wrong before, believe it or not. It's happened from time to time. I can't wait for NHL. I can't wait. Give me FIFA and give me NHL as soon as possible, please. Please, please, please. It just sucks because my opinion of Madden was like, hey, not bad, and then, yeah, just downhill as the games continued on. It has nothing to do with auto-sign on the menus. I wish it was that simple. It is far more broken than that. What if both of those games are worse? I find it hard to believe that NHL or FIFA would be worse than this. That would be an accomplishment. Would you rather have this or gameplay in 21? Probably gameplay in 21, to be honest. That said, again, I'm at least going to see if it fixes itself heading into next season. If it doesn't, we're done. We got to find out. We got to find out. P Furniture now, please. Yeah, I mean, D, because this has gone on. I mean, trust me, I knew, like, this game wasn't perfect. But this is a one-off and broke. It's not, though, Lethal. Like, there's been a lot. There's been a lot about this game. Like, I don't know if you were here when we were going through a lot of the Falcons run, but I've had issues with this game where you get the white screen of death during the draft. I've had issues with this game where it would crash every 2 minutes if you messed around and managed roster. There has just been problem after problem after problem with this game this year. We made the playoffs. We're going to take on Kansas City again. And there is a clear answer of what to do here. I'm going to create a new save point. The player face is glitching, exactly. So what we're going to do, I mean, this doesn't happen to everyone. You're right. The games like this save their worst for people like me that try to say, no, guys, play franchise. It's good. If you don't like Ultimate Team, play franchise. LOLOL. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a save point. We're going to sim. And we'll see what happens. That's pretty much all I can say. We're going to sim the playoffs. If it turns out that it's going to fix itself, then I will probably go back to the beginning of the playoffs and do something there. Either we'll slow sim it or whatnot. But basically, I'm not going to care about the playoffs right now if there's no reason to get invested, if this mode is just flat out broken full time now. You hear me? You feel me? Honestly, I think we want to save up for weight room if it matters at all. It's just very disappointing because I was very invested in this run. I like the team that we have, the journey we've been on to have now an 84 rated team. Let's sim that first playoff game against the Chiefs. They beat us last year. And we beat them. 27-23. We play the Bills in the divisional round. Oh, damn. Let me play the Chicago Bulls, please. Too much basketball lately. All right. Well, hey. We march on. Let's just see what happens. We'll auto-upgrade our players as we've been doing all season now, just for the sake of time. Danny, what's going on, buddy? I am doing pretty well given the circumstances. How are you? Nah, Cody, I got no desire. We do lose to Buffalo, so we get bounced to the playoffs. You used a mechanic they put into the game, but you used it too much. Therefore, it's your fault it's broken. Alright, so hey, we made the playoffs, we got bounced. What would have happened if we simmed slow? Who the hell knows? Super Bowl is Bills-Panthers. Fair enough. Let's just keep going. I'm going to guess we got a yearly award winner. Urban Meyer keeps winning Coach of the Year. It's ridiculous. Osborne was 4th in Offensive Player of the Year rankings. We actually didn't have a Rookie of the Year or anything like that. Fair enough. Maybe this is for somebody making the Pro Bowl. Alex Curtis gets even better. Hilarious. I mean, again, he could have been the Hardwick of this series, but what are you going to do? Winner of the Boopy, the Buffalo Bills, as we become the Desperados. Devin Singletary, Super Bowl MVP, as the Bills win their first ever Boopy. Ready to get back to hockey, aren't we all? Alright. So, will it fix itself now that we're a different team? I'm not going to worry about retirements or whatever. If it shows that it's going to fix itself, we'll go back to that other save point and do what we got to do. Until then, we're just going week by week. Hello, Ender. How are you? So, we'll see what happens. Will this game fix itself, or is this it? Honestly, I think, too, we're not even going to pay attention to what happens in the draft, because it probably doesn't even matter. If it'll fix itself, and it is true, it does show us at 47 players now. If it fixes itself, we're going to go back. I mean, yeah, it shows us at 47. If it fixes itself, why bother going back? So we can actually pay attention to the playoffs and the draft. All right. So we have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 22, 23, 25, 27, 29, 30, 32, 35, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. It's accurate. It's accurate. All right. So, for the moment, I think it fixed itself. I think. I don't really want to get my hopes up, but I think it fixed itself. So the question is, do we go back and focus on the draft? Do we go back and focus on the playoffs, that is, or do we say just screw it and go to the draft? I mean, I didn't look at... I didn't look at the free agent signings, but this team technically made the playoffs. We beat the Chiefs, lost to the Bills. Do we want to just accept that for what it is? And say, fuck it, that last season barely counts? I'm going to leave that up to a vote. So it'll be what do? Rewind to start of playoffs. Just move forward. Those are the two options. What do you guys think? We do have that save point to go back. I'll leave it up to you. We can go back to the start of the playoffs, see what happens. I mean, we beat the Chiefs, then lost to the Bills. Or we can just say screw it. Again, I didn't really look at the free agent signings. I mean, I guess I can kind of take a slight look for who went where. Although overalls at this point, we're also pretty far into this, like big name players. It probably won't even matter. Jared Goff went to the Bucks. I mean, it just move forward's gonna win this vote hands down. So we will continue. Again, I wish I could look at all the signings here, but fuck it, who cares? Let's move forward. We'll let the vote be what it is. And we'll go forward to the draft. So again, I'm going to have to work my ass off to try to get this team back to actually having all of our proper players on the team. But we go to the draft. We have the 27th pick, for God's sakes. And again, the AI does make the draft picks for us. So it shows us as the Desperados. So if it was up to me, who would we take? Gavin Carr. Gavin Carr. He's 23, but Gavin Carr, please. If not Gavin Carr, Keelan Norris would be pretty nice, but he's also 23. Quincy Parker would be fantastic. Which means, which one of these red diamonds are we gonna get? Hit me with your best shot at frickin' AI, let's do this. He better have a dev pattern. We go to round 2. Is there anybody notable on the list? No. Well, hey, let's see what cards we get dealt here then. Screw it. To the end of the draft. Again, the AI make our picks for the memes. We'll just leave last season be because it was a shit show anyway. And again, I'll try to rebuild this team as best I can. So, with this draft, we ended up with 70. Ooh, the ratings are good. High set or low 70s at least, but Glenn Hendricks. All right, so the AI blows the first round pick. You could have just said the AI blows and left the sentence there. That sucks. Second round, Justin Hollenbach. The Hollenbach, 72 tight end. Normal dev for Justin Hall. Aries Jones, running back out of Tulane. That is my gift. That is a gift from EA to all of us. For surviving that horrible, horrible broken season, we get at least a star dev running back out of Tulane at 21 years old, Aries Jones. Yes, sir. We have life. And then there's also Eddie Meadows out of BC. Normal dev. Damn it. That goes to show Tulane was better than BC or UMass. Kevin Parrish on the D-line. Normal dev. Cameron McGrath, a quarterback out of Buffalo. And Carl Curtis, a wide receiver. Okay. Well, we ended up with a good dev pattern running back. And that's about it. That's good. About it. In terms of who else we could have had in round 1, we could have had a 78 rated tight end. Normal dev, but still. Tevin Parker. Not as good as the Tulane guy. What about Gavin Carr? God, I told you. I told you, GM. I told you. Yeah, we could have had some decent people. Round 2, highest rated guy was a 75, Trey Fulcher. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, hey, at the very least, we're back on track a little bit. I have a lot to do in terms of getting back all of our players. This is going to suck. But I think, hopefully, maybe, that the roster issue is fixed. Hopefully. So it's still Osborne and Hudson at quarterback. Was Osborne superstar before? I don't think he was. So Bobby Osborne goes superstar at the end of last season. Sleight of hand and bulldozer. Jesus. Okay. We did have another quarterback on roster, but he wasn't that important, and I don't remember who he was. Running back wise, Thomas Boyd and Jones, Nolan Hayward. I don't remember if he was actually mine or not. Keep track of that. Chris Pope is on the team, which is good. Alex Curtis is now a 97. I again don't know if I'm missing anybody overly important. That's the big problem. We do need to get back Smart and Slack at this stage, though. So I think we're back on track now that we've moved to Austin. But, man, Harrison Bucker's a 96. Jesus. It's kind of shitty that happened. It's like we lost an entire season. I won't be surprised if we technically lost a couple of people along the way. But do what we got to do. And now maybe, just maybe, we can end our Madden run before FIFA comes out on a pretty high note. Because this team has made the playoffs consistently the last few years. Okay. If I was... my kicker, where would I be? Ted Doris. What a name. Where the hell is my kicker, dog? Is he a free agent? Oh my god, is Slack a free agent? Hold on. I gotta admit, I'm genuinely caught off guard right now. I wasn't expecting it to kind of sort itself out. I thought we were boned. Like, I really thought we were boned. Hey, shit, Cade Slack's a free agent. Well, Cade, come on back. We at least have the kicker we're supposed to have. And do we have Smart as a punter? We do. Okay, cool. So that's our kicker and punter sorted. We need Fitzsimmons at left outside linebacker. I think I saw him there already. Cam Fitzsimmons. We'll bring him back for the moment. Again, I'm pretty sure I kept track of everybody who got cut. Wide receiver, it would be Tolbert. Steve Tolbert, okay. All right, I think we're okay. Unless it cut anybody, like any of those free agents it showed at the re-sign phase, unless any of those guys I just let go of without properly looking at, I have no idea if we actually lost anybody. Edward Gardner can come back for the moment. I'm missing a guy by the name of Starks. Unless he's a strong safety. Alright, so I'm only missing one guy. We got Brooks at center. He's trash, but we'll still bring him back. DT Schaefer. Yeah, none of these guys are that good, but we'll do what we have to do. I'm just thinking maybe we should permanently leave the team where they are now, just in case that's the reason why it broke. I don't know if anybody wants to disagree with that, but I'm thinking we might just have to leave the team where they are to hopefully avoid the game breaking even further. Apparently moving the team every 2 years can cause the game to break. I don't know for sure that that's what, that's what the problem was, but it seems like that's what the problem was. So I guess we're going to be the Desperados. Looking for a man named Starks. Ricky Starks. Starks. Show me Starks. Please. Please. He's gotta be here somewhere. Hey, Reg. There he is. All right. Well, Cincy, congratulations. I'm going to hand you 2 running backs that I don't need. Enjoy. And I'll let you figure out what the hell you want to do with them. All right, cool. So as far as I know, we got everybody back on our team that we should have had here in the first place. The big thing now, actually, is to do what we always do and look at the free agent list to see if there's anybody out there. So this worked out a lot better than I was expecting. Like, we broke the game. Oh, it was Kerry Todd. That was our guy. Like, we broke the game, but it did unbreak itself. It pulled a reverse Limp Bizkit. A Biz Limpkit. And here we are. I mean, Frank, that's true, right? The other 2 franchise modes we've done, we haven't had that happen. This one, it happened. What's the difference? We were moving the team left and right. So, yeah, I think we're going to be keeping the team in Austin. And Sin's right. I mean, we went full circle. We started in Houston. We're back in Texas now. Always finding ways to break this game. Fortunately, there are no great UDFA quarterbacks to sign. We'll bring Kerry Todd back. I don't know if we'll keep him over the guy that drafted for us. Running backs. Break that game. Crash. This game doesn't need help to be broken, okay? How can you break what is already broken? That's the real question. Gonna really look internally to try to answer that one, you know? Real introspective, life-changing question. How can you break what is already broken? And unfortunately, in terms of UDFAs, I am not holding my breath. Not looking too good. We did just get a good running back, though. We'll sign Jay Easley out of UCLA. And Travis Wilson's 24, so he can eat Pamp, but we'll also sign Terrell Moore for the moment by smashing it into tinier pieces. But, I mean, you're not breaking it. It was already broken, though. Unless you're defining the new thing as an entirely new thing. But you're not, because you'd just be defining it as a broken item that's now even more broken, which means it's still broken. You see. Donnell Godfrey, star dev. Carlos Brown. We actually did get a star dev player. I should have put up a prediction. Should have put up that prediction. So this is very weird, because I went from practically having the eulogy speech written for this team and for this game. And as the old saying goes, just when you think you're out, you get dragged back in. But hey, this might be our last hurrah anyway, now that we're in Austin. Oh, come on, give me a good wide receiver, please. I wonder, too, if it's because I tried to use the practice squad. Actually, I don't think I'd even tried to use the practice squad. I still, like, I can't quite pinpoint why that happened, aside from relocation. It's just very, very weird. So let's sign Scotty Bush and Kevin Wilkins. Why not? Tight end, Justin Quinn. I mean, he's basically the only one worth signing. If it's not him, it's Jawan Geddes. Yeah, there's not a ton of help there. Honestly, I gotta just start sorting by overall and then looking at the potentials from there. Skylar Carlisle was ours last year. In terms of guys that are worth signing, Kevin Parker, James Harris, Percy Ricard. Let's just go for Parker. Why not? Left guard, Keelan Barner. He's easily the top guy worth signing. Don't know if he'll make the team, though. Centers, Baga. Christian Baga. As opposed to a Catholic Baga. I don't think Luke Gilmore was ours, but Deacon Hamilton is the best. Dude, I got Soccer Manager for PC in comparison, trying to learn this stuff for Gem. Jesus, there's so much I can imagine. I feel like Kirk Wilson was ours, but I can't say with certainty. So I'm not going to sign him. But I am going to sign Darren Favorite, because I don't know why the hell they added Favorite in the player pool name. Luis Barron, Ross Calhoun. Some of these names are familiar, especially a Luke Kinney, but we'll go for Lewis Evans out of the Notre Dame. Calvin Strait, son of George. Jaden Higgins, no good dev pattern. I mean, that is true. I could check the stats for players, but also could I? Because what if they got dropped, you know? That's the problem. I don't know what to believe anymore. This game has destroyed my my hopes and dreams. Dramatic, maybe. Sign Levine for the moment. And Gene Camp or DeAndre Fulcher. Neither are that good, unfortunately. Linebackers. I don't know why linebackers were just a horrible way to go in this challenge. Like, we have gotten very, 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 very few linebackers in this. And the AI still just, I don't think in this year's draft they took a single linebacker for me. It's crazy. Corners. George Anderson, no good dev pattern. Charles Mathis, no good dev pattern. What about Barrington? We'll sign him for the hell of it. I doubt he makes the team. And then safeties, Mike Knoll. The only guy worth signing. Our draft game campaign continued. I mean, we made the playoffs. I mean, granted, we skipped right through it because we lost to Buffalo in the divisional round, but I mean, if this team can make the playoffs, we have a chance, even if we have a bit of a weakness on defense. Just kind of comes down to luck from there. But hopefully, I mean, you got to figure we're going to have an even better team this year than we did last year, because it's not going to cut my goddamn players. So that's already a 1-up. So let's see what the team looks like. It shows us at 90 players, which sounds about right. And if it glitches out again here, then so be it. Quarterback-wise, unfortunately, Kerry Todd will be on the outs. We'll go with Cameron McGrath, who was just drafted for us. So, Kerry, sorry to see you go. Running backs, same thing. Jay Easley, he didn't have a dev pattern. He's got to go. And Terrell Moore. I don't know if we want to carry 4 running backs, but Nolan Hayward. I mean, 22 and 71's not bad, but Aries Jones is going to get more playing time. So to Hayward, hate to say it, buddy, but you got to go. We do have a fullback with us again in Pope. He had to spend all of last season on the practice squad because it's a great game. And then wide receivers. This is risky. Chris Flynn, you got to go. Scotty Bush. Hate to tell you, Scotty, we just don't have space for you. You got a great name, though. Nate Lucas, you got to go. We got a lot of potential wide receivers here. Kevin Wilkins, you also have to go. Can't quite put my finger on like what this team looks like in terms of the jerseys. Tyler Larson, you got to go. Make some tough cuts here. Marcus Brooks, you gotta go. Levi Quick, you also have to go. Bud Boston, great name, not gonna work. Hate to say it, but Melvin Mitchell probably won't work either. Sorry, Melvin. 3, 4, 5. And then from there it gets tough. Godfrey is star dev, but he's also 24 and only has 67. Gonna let him go. From there, I mean, the game drafted Carl Curtis for us. There was also Edward Meadows, who was much, much better. Like, if Curtis were to get a breakout, it would be nice, but I just don't think we can bank on it. You know? I mean, I guess practice squad. We'll probably drop Cody Sheehan down to the practice squad as well. And run with Tolbert and Meadows. I mean, I guess you could argue drop Tolbert because he's unlikely to get a breakout at this point. Even if he does, he's only up to star dev. He's 25. Tight end wise, well, Justin Quinn is definitely gone. Ohio State's black jerseys. That's a pretty fair comparison if it was white instead of the gray. And I hate to say it, Raheem Peters, who we lost last year, we're definitely letting go of now. And then on the O-line, Kevin Parker. Hate to tell you, Kev, you're probably gone. We'll hold on to Skylar Carlisle. Left guard, Keelan Barner is definitely gone as well. So we're not looking at too many recruits from the free agent list this year. Luke Brooks is another player that dropped for us last year. We bring him back, but he's trash. Deacon Hamilton, no real reason to keep him. And then Dexter Davis, Brandon Griffin, Darren Favorit's also out. I don't think we have a single O-line recruit. Lou, what's going on, man? Hate to say it, but Gene Camp is probably out. As is Antoine Levine. I mean, again, the defense, like Ryan Bates, Dakota Gay. Oh my God, Joey Bingham went X Factor. This is what I hate, man. The game kind of robbed us of a few moments to be like, holy shit, Joey Bingham went X Factor. But we have an X Factor DT. That just happened. That just happened at the end of last season. Joey Bingham goes X Factor. He's the 15th ranked DT in the league. Where was he drafted? 3rd round pick, Joey Bingham. He's already a 2-time Pro Bowler and the 2023 Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jesus. He was definitely no better than Star Dev. Not a chance. So that's incredible. And again, Frank Ringer and now Glenn Hendricks behind him. I don't know why the AI took Glenn Hendricks with that 1st round pick. It makes no sense when we already have Ringer and Bingham. No sense. The AI is so bad at drafting logic, as if we didn't know that already. Linebackers, Willie Smart. is definitely gone. Could keep Cormier or bring in Watson. Probably doesn't matter. Let's just keep Cormier. Now that right-hand side, Bobby Talbot is definitely gone. And the middle linebacker, of course, Jay Smith, who was one of the original draft picks. I think we can get rid of Frazier and also get rid of David Gibson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for corners. So Barrington's definitely gone. For the most part, this is going to remain the same team. For better or worse. Mike Knoll, he's going to be dropped. Keenan Lambert's gone. As is Reggie Coakley. And then kicker and punter, again, we know we're good because we have Cade Slack back and Dave Smart. So we're on 55 players right now. We are going to have to drop 2 guys down at wide receiver to the practice squad. I still, like, I'm just very caught off guard. I can't believe it fixed itself. Like, I genuinely thought, like, okay, that's it. And then we'll have to move on. But no, man, it fixed itself. That's crazy. We can actually still play this. But I was fully mentally prepared to be like, this is a broken mess. And I'm done. But apparently not. Apparently not. We'll see if we can resist the urge next season to move on as well. It takes Curtis 14,000 points to upgrade. It takes Thomas 16,000. Still under 10,000 for Dexter. Osborne, it takes 11,000. That's not as bad. Terry Childress, 13,000, but he's close to getting the upgrade. Sean Cobb on the O-line is still a beast. And we're going to avoid Curtis and Thomas. Joey Bingham. Oh, dude, it only cost him 7,000 points to get an upgrade. He's going to be so good. And Brian Bates. So if we take out Terry Childress at tight end. I mean, Dakota Gay, it's 11,000 points. Will Kindly, one of our wide receivers, Will Kindly went up to star dev. That's not bad. And then the last guy, Calhoun. I want that young running back that we just drafted to have a chance here. So the question is, who gets bounced? All of these guys are quite important, though. Is that running back the only other guy? I mean, Oakman and Bryan. I don't know how good they'll be. And then there's Aries Jones. Aries is pretty much the only one on the outs. Do need these guys to develop, though, man. I'd say Will Kindly is probably the one that we don't need to develop the most, though. Let's get Aries Jones in there. I guess we're ready for another season. I certainly didn't expect it. Certainly didn't expect it. Joey Bingham already gets an upgrade point. He is now an 85 X Factor, which is just crazy. Absolutely crazy that within 4 years he went from either normal or star all the way up to X Factor. Nuts. So we're showing up as an 83 rated team. We were an 85 at the end of last year, if I'm not mistaken. We're actually winning in the preseason now. That's a hell of a sign. Go ahead and send that. I love the challenge of 5 rushing touchdowns, as if you're ever going to get that unless you play. It's great. It's great. And the game crashed.
I salute you.
Big Boy hits us up with the Prime sub. 21 months. You can indeed drink. Too bad you died for your country 3 years ago. The game just crashed. When's the last time we had the game crash on us? Maybe we're done after all? This game is a never-ending roller coaster of emotions now, isn't it? Are we gonna be allowed to continue or not? That is the question. I still don't know the answer. I have seen this game crash more times than I possibly could have imagined. I don't even know how to explain anymore how frustrating this game is. Oh my god. Is it because we lost a dude who was in training to injury and it didn't tell me? Is that why? Or because it just decided to take somebody out of training? Is it gonna crash again? No? You're sure? You're sure you don't just want to crash again? Oh man. I don't even know how to explain this game anymore. I really don't. I don't know if I've ever played a Madden like this. And not for the best reasons I think that the dev team would prefer. Hoping future editions they expand on the coaching tree and have different coaches with unique trees. I agree with that. Instead of everyone having the same boost, so it's like the same one or two different paths, I agree. Definitely something they could and should expand upon in the future, and I can't wait to see how they break it. I've tried so hard to stay positive with this game this year, and they just keep making it more and more difficult. It's been a real good challenge. I like it. As we are 2-0 in the preseason. You'll love to see it. Taking on Jameis Winston. Just leave everybody else in there. I think Aries Jones already has his first upgrade, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, at least we know we can continue with this, I think. Maybe. Like, I actually don't know. Can we continue with this, or is it gonna break? Like, come on, man. Just let me have the confidence that if we keep playing this, that we're okay. That's all I ask. As I should totally change Brian Leach's name to Brian Leach. Old JC Jared Cormier. And Trayvon Bowman at linebacker. Make everybody more well-rounded. Okay. Final preseason game. I'm excited to see what our next glitch happens to be. Alright. Now it says that we only have to cut 2 players. Which should mean... Hello, Davis, by the way, and I'll never stop breaking franchise modes. It's just what I do. Honestly, let's drop Eddie Meadows and Carl Curtis down to the practice squad. And we should be good. Right? You're not broken? No more broken. No breaky. Just be fine. Let everything be okay. Please, God. Just let me sim to week 1, and it's not like, hey, we cut 17 of your players. Have fun. Bye. And I'm cool. That's all I need. Oh, my God. Here we go. Moment of truth. Will it still say at 53 players we're fine? Will it? All right. The game has unbroken itself. If you can believe it. If you can believe it, it appears as though we are back on track, which might be the worst thing in the world because everybody just presumed we were done and that it was dead in the water. And now we get a second chance at life. But we've already moved on. We remarried, had kids with another man. You know, and then Tom Hanks shows up at my door and says, hey, I'm still alive. And it's like, well, I thought you were dead for 8 years, so what do you want me to do? This is Tom, by the way. Coincidental. All right. Wow. We get more upgrades. Marcus the Duke Calhoun. Gets better. Kareem Dickerson gets better. G, take it easy. We love you. We'll catch you later. Have a good night's sleep. It's very important. That's why I probably won't be streaming until super late. And Dexter Davis. At least Dexter rebounded well after we were a bit slow to start focus training on him. And we have 2 like elite level offensive linemen. So we play the Vegas Raiders. Feel old, I got into college today. Clown college doesn't count. Jesus, have some pride. Have some damn pride. Make me a bicycle clown. Alright. Wide receiver, we're fine. Tight end, we're fine. Although, let's have Hollenbach over Vincent. Again, Davis on the O-line with Jason Cage, Carl Gleason, Tyson Faulkner. And I guess we have an injury. Hey, Cobb the starter there. And Dexter Davis the starter there. That's really weird how it did that. I was going to say, where the hell's Dexter? Left end, Brian Bates. Right end, Dakota Gay. DT is the now X-Factor Joey Bingham. Frank Ringer, Glenn Hendricks. Linebackers, Marcus Calhoun. Jay Smith, Kendrick Drummond, Trayvon Bowman. Corners, Dickerson, Oakman, Brian Leach, and McDowell. Darius Charles and Ben Macklin at safety. Kicker, Cade Slack. Punter, Dave Smarts. I think we're okay. I think we've made it to the other side. We survived this horrific nightmare. And it's actually going to let us keep going. If you can believe it. It actually fixed itself. As crazy as that is, it actually fixed itself. We have an 83 rated team. We've made the playoffs a couple years in a row. Again, I think we're going to have to leave the team where it is. I don't dare move them again. I think, again, I mean, we have to leave the team where they are for this season, but I think we'll permanently leave them in Austin instead of trying to keep up the World Tour shtick. And, I mean, for a team of AI drafted and UDFA players only, it's not looking that bad. Not at all. Although it did say that Sean Cobb is hurt. For how long? Yeah, 2 weeks. That's not too bad. EA did not release FIFA at midnight. New Zealand, Australia. Interesting. They didn't jump the gun that time. I guess we keep going, chat.